Hi, this is Josh with Resort TV 1. Today we're taking you on a tour of Volcano Bay at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. We hope you enjoyed the video. And this video was shot in 4K at 60 frames per second, so be sure to check the settings on your YouTube app to see if you can go all the way up to 4K 60 to enjoy this beautiful park in as much detail as possible. And this is the main entrance, but before we go inside, let's take a look at the parking garage where you buy your tickets and board the shuttle to go over to the park. You actually have to tell the people at the parking garage entrance area that you're going to Volcano Bay, and they pull you over to a special parking area, and you can see security there and then the shuttle beyond the ropes. And once you get off the shuttle, you'll go down a ramp towards this tunnel, and when you go through this tunnel, you'll end up at Volcano Bay. And I love the theming in this tunnel. It's so great. It has more of kind of a tiki feel, or really matches the ambiance of the whole park itself. So really nice that they took the time even to theme the tunnel. And they've even got some skylights here to let some natural light into the tunnel, which is nice. And when you come out of the tunnel, you'll be greeted with this escalator and this really nice little ruined temple kind of structure right around the escalator itself, so the theming is really great. And then you'll go around the corner and you'll see the main entrance to Volcano Bay. Right next to Cabana Bay, one of the buildings there that's very beautiful and fits in with the theming very nicely. I love these fountains here. Each letter has a fountain, which is nice. And now we're in the main entry area for the park, and there's this very large covered area here with a really cool thatched roof, and you can see the Easter Island head there replica, which is actually called a moai. And there you can see a place to buy tickets as well in this area. And here's another look at the moai. And he's got some greenery in his mouth, which is really cool. And of course he has some different sayings that he does. And there you can see the turnstiles where you go in. But before we go in, you can look at how tall are you and what can you ride based on your height. There's guest services right there. And here's another look at the turnstile, where you actually are able to scan your ticket as well as get your Tapu Tapu. And here's a great look at one of the Cabana Bay buildings, and I love the architecture on this. It's kind of an Art Deco style, but it's really, really cool. And this pathway leads around the corner and into the park. I love the fact that this pathway is so lushly landscaped and that you have to kind of go around a corner to get into the park. It's a really nice touch. And here's the picture spot. And actually, to take the pictures, you just tap your Tapu Tapu up against the main kiosk here, and you can take your picture and it'll add it to your account, which is really cool. And there actually aren't photographers here, it's automated. And this fountain is really cool, almost looks like a volcanic rock type of a fountain. And you can actually see the volcano right there behind the fountain, and we'll take a closer look at that here in just a second. And the landscaping here is so beautiful. You can see another fountain here just to the left of the one we were just looking at. And then we'll pan over to the main volcano here. And it's just absolutely beautiful with the big waterfalls coming down the side, actually hiding the big water slides. And of course you can see this volcano from I-4, but you can't see the beautiful side of it here unless you're in the park. So very cool just the way the water cascades down the slope. And here's another moai. And I love that he talks to you and gives you some advice there. And here's one of the main beach areas that looks over at the volcano. So it's a perfect place to sit and just enjoy the beauty of the park. There are plenty of chairs and umbrellas and places for people to sit. And I love that there's sand because it's nice and soft on your bare feet. And here's another look at one of those fountains there, which is just to the left as you enter the park. Just a little closer look. Again, very lush and very detailed with the way the water cascades down the rocks there. And here's a look at some shops as you enter just to the left of the main entrance. And there's a concierge there where you can rent cabanas and towels and all kinds of things. I love the thatched roof, very great theming. And here's an ice cream shop, the Ice Cream Kona. It looks like it's a boat with a thatched roof, which is really cool. And we'll take a look here real quick at the menu. A lot of great options there. And right next to that is the Waturi Marketplace, which actually houses two shops, one on the right and one on the left, and a few merchandise displays in the middle as well. And again, the theming is great. It's very unified throughout the park. And you've got some great signage here too to tell you where you can go and which rides are in which direction. And now we're in the covered area in the Waturi Marketplace. And there's this great tree here that is in the middle of the covered area that grows up and out of the roof there, so that's kind of cool. And here's the Tuku Tuku Traders on the right. And over on the left is the Bikini Tiki shop, so we'll take a look at both of those in just a second. First, here's the Tuku Tuku Traders. And the merchandise is really great here, and I actually love these plant offerings here. They've got very festive tropical designs to the planters in there, and they've also got, of course, different apparel that you can buy and all kinds of great stuff. And I love this dragon. It almost looks like a dragon Viking boat thing, but it's really cool. So across the way is the Bikini Tiki. And this shop has some plants you can buy as well. And again, I love the pots that the plants are in. They've even got what looks like the Easter Island heads, the moai, which are great. Some jewelry and all kinds of great decorations around the upper level roof area of the building. There's even a surfboard there at the top that's almost made up like a kite. So the theming's really great here, and Universal's really done a fantastic job with this area. Now we're back in the middle there where the tree is. And as you head back out of the Waturi Marketplace, you'll get to one of the locker room areas here. And Volcano Bay is great because it has several locker room areas. It's not just one locker room area. They've actually got them spread out in the different quadrants of the park. So that way, not everybody in the entire park is clamoring to use the same locker room facility. So that's really nice. And as we look across from the locker room here, you can see a great view of the volcano. And the volcano is a great way to orient yourself when you're in the park because you know exactly where the middle of the park is when you see the volcano. And you can see the other side of the Waturi Marketplace, which has a sign on it just like the front does. And you can see actually the road is pretty close to the park, and we'll look at that again here in just a bit. But there's another view of the volcano. There's a great photo spot here, again right across from the locker room area. There's another shot of the lockers, and there's a smoking area right next to the locker room area. So it's good that they keep that separate from the rest of the park. And you can actually see I-4 really clearly here beyond the fence, so it's actually one of the exit ramps, but it is pretty close, but it's surprising you really can't tell how close the interstate is. Universal's done a great job of making you feel immersed in the park. And here are some of the cabanas that you can find throughout the park, and you can rent them for different fees throughout the day depending on the location of the cabana and of course probably the time of year and other factors. But the cabanas are really great, and we'll take a look at one of them in just a bit. But they're actually stocked with snack foods, they've got a refrigerator, and just really a nice private area for your family to relax. So while they are pricey, it is a great way to have your own space within the park. And as you look through the trees, you can see the main wave pool and beach chairs here next to the volcano. It's a really beautiful shot of the volcano from any angle on this beautiful sunny day. And again, you can see there are tons of beach chairs and umbrellas for everyone to enjoy. And there's a great shot of the Cabana Bay buildings, and they fit in really well with the theming of the park, so it's okay that they're so tall and stick up because they fit in quite well. There you can see some life preservers there for families to use for their young children. And there's another look at the volcano at the end of the path here. And here's another refreshment stand, and you can get all kinds of different things. Chips and churros, pretzels, ices. Lots of great treats to keep you going through the water park. And here's a great shot of the Oh Ya and Oh No drop slides, and they actually drop you quite a distance from the slide into a deeper pool than normal. So one of the slides is higher than the other, but it's kind of a new concept on slides. Typhoon Lagoon really doesn't have anything like that it actually drops you that far from the slide into the water. And I love the fact that they named the slides Oh Ya and Oh No, almost like they were using a Polynesian type language, but, you know, kind of made a play on it a little bit. So that's a lot of fun. And here's the exit to the Kala and Toinoi serpentine body slides that drop you all the way from the top of the volcano. And here's a great look at Cabana Bay from the side of the volcano. Beautiful sight on this sunny day. You can even see a crane in the background. And there's the entrance to the Kala and Toinoi body slides. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but doing the best I can here. You can see we're right next to the volcano now, and there are these great waterfalls. You can get closer, and the rushing water is so relaxing to see. And there's this kind of monument. You can actually walk through the volcano and really close to it. So we'll check out this waterfall here. We could get really close to it and just enjoy the power. And inside the monument here, you can see a fountain. And it's very detailed. It's a really relaxing area. And there's like a bell at the top of the monument here. And you can look out onto the wave pool from this area as well. And it's a great view of the front of the park as well as Cabana Bay. And here's a great shot of the volcano from the pathway that leads right through it eventually. And those waterfalls are really impressive from this angle. And here's the pathway that goes straight through the volcano. We'll be taking that in just a bit. Just such an impressive waterfall to look at, and the landscaping and architecture here are just amazing. And here we are underneath the volcano, and they've got this mist blowing through, which is really amazing. It makes this pathway very exotic and very hidden. Just such a, almost like a hidden grotto. And there you can see the backside of water. Universal even has backside of water as well. Just such a great view. And then the pathway winds even deeper into the volcano. Just such an immersive area and so much fun to explore. You can see a ramp that leads up to a water fountain play area we'll look at in just a bit. There you can see the side of one of the waterfalls. And I believe these are water cannons where you can use your Tapu Tapu to squirt people, so that's a lot of fun as well. And there you can see inside the volcano. There's this great light display here that you can activate with your Tapu Tapu. And this is the heart of the volcano. And if there's anybody there, she'll talk to you, which is a lot of fun. And of course she operates the fountains and squirts and gets you wet, so that's a lot of fun. And there you can see the different fiber optic effects there that light up as you go along, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling. Here's another look at some of the beautiful waterfalls. And here's one of the cabanas on the other side of the volcano, and you can see that this one's got a great view of Cabana Bay, and it's got a table and a couple couches and chairs and refrigerator and even a microwave, so it's a great place to relax and enjoy your day if you want to take the time and take the money to rent one of those. There's another side of the volcano. And the lazy river even goes underneath of the volcano, and some waterfalls there, which is really great. You can see this is one of the places you can enter the lazy river. There's another shot of the lazy river. And there are actually two lazy rivers here at Volcano Bay. This one's called Copico Y Winding River, which is the relaxing side of the river. And then there's another one that's more rapids and a little bit faster and more turbulent. I love these alligators here standing guard at either side of the bridge, which is a lot of fun. And the bridge, of course, goes over the lazy river. There you can see another beautiful shot of Cabana Bay. And looking down onto the relaxing lazy river. Beautifully landscaped with all the palm trees. And here's a look at the Hanu Ika Moana water slides here, and this is a family raft ride. So it's a lot of great fun here for the whole family. And before we look at that, we can see the lazy river here as it goes towards the volcano and eventually underneath the volcano. Such a beautiful view. And here's a closer view of the water slides there. And you can see it's got a lift that takes your raft all the way up to the top of the slide, which is nice. You don't have to carry it. And right next to the slides, there's another entrance to the lazy river. Several entrances to the lazy river, which is nice. And this is the Runamuka Reef Kids Play Area. And it's kind of funny that they call it the Runamuka Reef because you can just let your kids run amok here. So that's a lot of fun, and the theming and the naming is really cool. And there's a lot of great places for the kids to climb around, and really smaller water slides, and just places for them to get sprayed off, and showers and all kinds of squirt guns in the shadow of the volcano. So really great kids play area here, and very colorful. And here's another pool, and you've got those tikis that are squirting at the kids, and all kinds of fun things for them to play with, and just fountains and splash zones and all kinds of fun stuff. And here's another shot of the lazy river, and some cabanas there in the background. And there's a pathway that runs all the way back to those cabanas, and it's such a lush landscaped area here. And right next to that is another locker room area. And like I said before, there are several locker room areas here, so it's really great that everybody does not have to go to the same locker room. And here's another pathway that winds kind of behind the volcano, and there's a souvenir shop and a drink stand and a refreshment stand before you get to Waka Waiwai Restaurant. There you can see it's got Hawaiian pizza, shrimp, and foot-long hot dogs, so pretty good assortment of different food items here. And there's the ordering area. And the theming here is great with the display there on the ceiling and the bright colors, and really cool theming. And there you can see the menu there with the longboard pizzas, hot dogs, mac and cheese, and all kinds of great stuff. And here's the Taniwha Tubes water slides, and this is actually 4 slides in one. And these slides are right across from the entrance area to the Krakatau Aqua Coaster, which is one of the signature attractions of the park. And there's the entrance area where you tap your tapu-tapu and show that you have gained entrance to the ride itself. And remember, all of these rides and slides here at Volcano Bay are virtual queue, which means that you go to a kiosk and reserve a time similar to a fast pass, but there's never really a line except for when it's your time to go in. So there's no standby line here at these attractions. You have to tap your tapu-tapu at a kiosk, and then your tapu-tapu tells you when it's time to board the attraction. And there you can see a good view of the water coaster here. It kind of shoots you up and down different areas of the ride, which is a lot of fun. Here's a shot of one of the larger cabanas in this area, and there's a lot of couches and really great places to relax and take your time to enjoy the park. And then here's a great shot of the back of the volcano and some of the slides that come in and out of it. And this is a tip board here, and it tells you some of the wait times of some of the attractions. And you can see some of them say ride now, so there's no wait, and some of them are as much as 105 or even all the way up to as much as 140-minute wait times. There you can see actually the Hanu dual wall slide actually has a 145-minute wait, so it does get fairly busy here at Volcano Bay, so it's best to come early or later in the day. And here you can see the entrance to the Taniwa Tubes attraction, which, as I said before, is actually 4 different slides in one. And as you ride, they say that you get sprayed with water by mischievous tikis, so sounds like a lot of fun. And here's another look at all the slides and the exit areas into the pools. And you can see the rafts going back up the ramp there. There's a great look at the less relaxing, the more intense lazy river, if you will. And that's called Teawa, the Fearless River. So it's got rapids and things, so it's a little bit less slow and less relaxing than the other one. Of course, it still doesn't look too rough, but we didn't actually get to try that one. But it's really cool that they've got 2 different types of lazy rivers here. And there you can see the tangle of slides that leads down off of the volcano. It's really great the way they incorporated so many different things into the volcano. There's the Krakatau Aqua Coaster going there. And there's some great refreshment stands, bars, and all kinds of places to eat. So no shortage of a place to get a drink or something to eat here at Volcano Bay. And there are a lot of places to sit as well. A lot of beach chairs and umbrellas and all kinds of things. Another great shot of the back of the volcano. And here's again the faster of the 2 lazy rivers. And this is the Makupui round raft ride, which holds, it looks like, I believe, 4 people, maybe 5. So it looks like a lot of fun for a big group of people. And right next to that is a restaurant here. And we noticed that the restaurants on this side of the park were actually not as crowded. So we might recommend checking these particular restaurants out if the ones on the other side of the park are too crowded. They've got some really cool entrees here. The Island Bacon Cheeseburger, the Mahi Sandwich, all kinds of great stuff. And this particular restaurant's called Bamboo Jungle Kitchen. So something great to check out that may be a little bit different and a little bit less crowded. There's another great shot of the volcano. There's another look at the Oya and Ono drop slides, and you can see that the purple one is actually higher than the green one. And there's another great shot of the volcano on the waterfall side. And right across from the volcano and right next to the entrance area is one of the main restaurants here. But before we get to that, we want to look at the Krakatoa Katie's gift shop. So the theming is similar to the other shops and the merchandise is similar, but I love the plants and the different planters here you can get with the tiki theming, and some great towels here too. That Volcano Bay towel looks really nice. And this is one of the main restaurants here, the largest restaurant at Volcano Bay, the Kahola Reef restaurant. It's beautifully themed. You can see all the fish and all the vibrant colors here. And this is sort of like a food court because there are several different places you can get food of different types. So we'll take a look at those here in just a bit. And there's the queue for the restaurant. You can see it can get pretty long, but it does move decently fast just because there are several different places to get food. And here you can see some of the menus. They've got pizza, chicken and seafood, burgers and barbecue. There's a better look at the chicken and seafood menu. And there's the burgers and barbecue menu. And they've got the freestyle Coke machines here, so you can get whatever type of beverage you'd like. If you buy the refill mug, that is. I love the fish there on the ceiling. A lot of great architecture, and this is one of my favorite places in the whole restaurant. You can see this really peaceful pathway with the pool of water and the rock landscaping. It's just such a peaceful place to eat. I'd love to have this type of landscaping in my backyard. There you can see some great sculptures on the roof of this round eating area. And again, great rock work and landscaping here. There's a little waterfall, and you can see the bridge that goes over the pleasant pool here that the restaurant sits on top of. And actually, this is one of the best themed restaurants I've seen in a water park anywhere. It's just absolutely beautiful. And here's another look at the outside of the Cahola Reef restaurant. It's so peaceful. And that restaurant is right across from the main beach chair and sand area, as well as the volcano itself. Well, that's all for now from Volcano Bay. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out our sponsors, MickeyBlog.com and MickeyTravels.com, as well as WindowRepairParts.us. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye. Now that you've finished watching this video, be sure that you're subscribed so that you can get all of the latest updates. Also, check out some other great videos on our channel. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.